Cool it.
Cock it.
What? Excuse me? Hello? Say that again? You want to cock it?
Aim it.
You're going to what
You
now?
want
Yeah, got the rifle.
to cock it up?
No! Rebecca! My goodness, I was talking about guns.
I'm aware you were talking about guns, but
I should have
you can
waited 2
still be
seconds.
incredulous.
Oh, that's funny.
Why do that when you can just,
Yeah, why
turn off the safety trigger?
Why just
I could have gotten away with it if I said pump it.
jacket?
Well, no.
Donald it.
Donald ducking it.
Donald ducking it.
Oh.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the It stream. This is it. This is all of it. And all of us. Welcome.
This is all of it.
Alright, well, I'll see you next week.
We're back. We honestly could have done session last week, but it was like a bit last minute and people weren't in the isekai mindset. So we left it. Because like
What about it?
Because thinking about doing one game and then jumping into the other and getting ready for that, I think that was a bit too much to do last minute.
And then telling everyone to go
were
away.
his pint, if you will.
We had to tell like 2-3 people to go away.
Mm.
Yeah. Like, alright, we're gonna go play Yusuke. You can't play with us anymore. We're leaving.
You
We're
just
gonna
sit
go
down
bye.
and be
Part of this
quiet.
club.
But yeah, we're back. And I'm just gonna drink. Darian's here, but he's quiet. I mean, he's probably not quiet. But he's
Darian.
present. Loud pooper, I've heard. I
He's
haven't
not
heard
coming
that.
back.
I don't think I've heard anyone say that ever.
We'll,
About anyone.
we'll miss him.
What for it? What for it?
Could be tried. I'm actually quite a silent shitter, actually. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this man I know, he
Sound
shits
caller.
like a.
Shit's like an anvil dropping on concrete. You do not want to be in the vicinity. You'll deafen. Anyway. Let's get this started. Get the energy up. Previously in Guardians Rebirth, the battle with the objects went rather well after Kaede and Hato got decently hurt, but the mimics and tools were destroyed. After being healed, the party opted to not investigate the creatures in the north of the mine and instead confronted a large cloud squadron outside the mine. Hato did his best to not get arrested and quickly left, taking 2 of the guards away while the others had the last 2 to deal with. This involved Kaede becoming small, Mei becoming a rat, and Mayu getting captured and then teleporting away. This led to the party splitting up, with Hato using pickles to find Kaede, who was trying to hide, and then couldn't sit still while Mayu was missing. Rat Mei found Hato and joined. Mayu went to a nearby alley, where she, while still manacled, and hid to the best of her ability. Kaede, too antsy to wait for the others, ditched pickles and went to the alleyway to find Mayu, much to Hayato's chagrin. The group met up and discussed what to do next, debating leaving or talking to another Warlord about their discovery. Firstly, they looked for a nearby church to rest, however they couldn't find one. Ultimately, they decided to rest of the night in a nearby brothel called the Golden Lady. They quickly covered the BDSM tools, while Hayato made cheeky jokes, leaving both Mei and Mayu uncomfortable. They all fell asleep and woke up the next morning.
That was a thing that certainly
Pretty
happened.
straightforward.
That in
It is
fact
the
happened.
23rd of October at like 9 AM.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
How dare you say that name in my presence?
October?
9 AM?
rest
Yeah,
is
I
shit.
wish.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't discuss how we were going to sneak around outside now that it's daytime. What the plan was.
I mean, logically, there'd be enough people out on the street that sneaking around shouldn't be a big deal. Logically.
Depends how quick they work, potentially. They could work quick.
Yeah.
I still think with what we have, we should try to just hide features as best we can. Though, I don't know what additional articles of clothing you have on you at the moment, for all of you.
I think because she has the gear that she bought, she also has. Because I don't know if I kept the other clothes that she had. I think she only has the ones that she purchased. Yeah, no, it's just the vestments.
Ito smiles to himself, then whips out an entire other outfit from the card. Because I have actually 2 whole different outfits. I have fine clothes, I have traveling clothes, and I have accoutrement, like my fancy wizard hat and stuff like that. Oh, correction, I
Also-
have 3 sets. I also have winter clothes. I have 3 full sets of clothes.
Mayu is in Summerfey form at the moment, and her hair is like, rather than being that strawberry blonde sort of pink that like it tends to be in like other forms, or like the cold sort of silvery blonde in the winter form. This is more on the side of red. Like it'd be like, yeah, it's like it's a red color. So like she already looks a little different than what she did normally. And I guess like we have cloaks still, like those winter cloaks that we were rocking before.
I've got the desert cloak, and
How the hell did I
I've
have
got
desert
a pass without trace equipped.
When we're in the
Oh,
desert.
that's kind of convenient.
I
Yeah.
bought, like, when I bought desert clothes, I bought one, like a cloak with a hood to like
Yeah, I guess like
because
I
I was
guess we could-
told it would be bad if I got those sunburned.
desert gear is probably because it's still pretty cold where we are right now, isn't it, AJ?
Yeah, you're quite to the south in an ocean town. Like, while you are close to the desert, like respectively to other parts of Dramatis, you're on an island, so it's
Cold.
Yeah.
relatively cold.
I'm just wondering if we could put the cloak with it, like, because I can't remember what. For some reason, I don't have my winter gear on my. Oh, I'm using the wrong sheet, so all my details are all wrong. That's why.
Ah,
I need to look
see.
at the other one's inventory. I'm like, why have I got my desert clothes with me? What the fuck? So I've got the clothes, vestments, and I still have the desert gear on my other character. What the fuck? What's going on? I guess like yeah, she'd just get the cloak and like put that up as well to sort of obscure her face a little bit more when we go places.
Yeah, for Kaede, it's like, while she only has the one set that she has, her clothes are very much more like darker, more obscure, like obscuring clothes anyway. And like with her sort of, like she's got like a sort of scarf bit that she could pull up over her mouth, and like a hood that's down most of the time anyway. So she can like go
Yeah.
proper like stealth if need be. But she's just asking that mainly just to see what other people provide. And just sort of seeing like, everyone like pull out little bits and pieces. Like, at least with something like this, we can kind of give some like ability to just blend through the crowds if that is the way we wish to take things.
Well, it's not like sitting in a brothel all day would be the smart move. We need to get in to talk to. We need to make some proactive decisions here.
We also need fail safes as well.
Mm.
If something were to happen, how can we avoid being trapped?
Well, I've changed my spells as I'm using the different, like the cleric class, and I have. I'm on the wrong fucking sheet. Where are we? I've taken one that can maybe detect evil and good, so we can maybe root out someone who's working for, like, the general. or maybe even masquerading. I also have a dispel magic as well that might help if someone's pretending to be someone. I guess. I think that's how it works.
If they're using illusions,
Potential,
that should do
yeah.
that.
Reminder for just myself. Who was it that picked up the purple cloth and the silvery decorative cord?
Me.
You? Okay. She'll turn to you. It's like, just keep in mind that we may want to save that cloth and cord for more of a mid-conversation than an out-the-gate starter.
I
Just
agree.
to gauge at least anything, and also just to see if anything makes, well, connection to the others.
I think honestly our game plan should be we need to approach one of the two Warlords who are not associated with that mine. With Detect Evil and Good, we can at least give a quick peruse to ensure they are not some form of evil entity. I know it's not a guarantee, but it should at least narrow the options a bit. Then we can try outlaying our information, what we found, and stuff like that. And at least try to use that as leverage to have a more in-depth conversation where we can reveal things like the cord, as well as the shrine that we discovered that was being barred by, I believe it was goblinoid sigils and
Yes.
talismans.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so step one is going to be to somehow get in contact with one of the other two Warlords.
Which will probably be the hardest thing in this entire operation, in honesty. I
Yes,
have doubts that might actually happen.
Well, I don't think it's a case we walk in and make an appointment.
No, nor do I think that if we were to find our way in there, they'd be alone in any aspect. I got a good feeling that there's probably going to
I
be
have,
some form of commotion.
yes, and then we're hoping we can talk fast enough to resolve it before it becomes a conflict. I can send Pickles to scout to see if they can find a time when the Warlord, one of the others, is, alone. May, did you have? I believe we mentioned. Was it Moonbeam? Was a spell that can potentially, if the person's using other forms of shapeshifting aside from magical, that's a spell that could potentially force them out of that form.
Yes, but if they fail a save, then it's also harder for them to save.
Well, that's also another. That's I think the backup. If they trigger the detect evil and good, I think first things first is dispel magic to try and reveal any form, and then second up would be Moonbeam. But at that point, I think we'll be guaranteeing conflict because it's a Moonbeam.
That won't be. That won't be. Well, it'll hurt.
Yes.
So yes, that is
That's
correct.
what I mean.
Yeah. So very much at the very end of the road. Preferably if we could avoid that entirely, even if we have to flee. Just so we don't hurt someone, flee, and then we have even more reasons to be not trusted.
I agree.
Yeah.
But out of the three Warlords, do any of you remember which is the one that controls the mine that we went to?
I need to double check something.
Can I roll a
It's
history
been a very long
check to
time
see
since
if
we
I
last
remember?
played.
Yeah, it was session 38 we had the conversation. Was it the dwarf? It was the dwarf, right?
I think it was the dwarf, but AJ's AFK.
The
so-
dwarf
Yeah,
controls
okay.
mine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Warlord, John Rock,
Thank you, Rebecca.
Mitra-
for
Mitralis.
remembering.
Yeah, what?
John Rock
John Rock with the
Mitralis. One sec.
Also,
Junrock Metalis? Do we know the names of the other two Warlords?
Yeah, I've got some.
What a
I do
name.
have,
Just
more.
imagine working as an Warlord and having
Unless
your
I got it
last name
wrong, but I'm pretty sure I
Metalis.
copied paste.
I mean, what an absolute base name
Metalis.
for an Warlord.
I'm gonna wait for AJ just to confirm, but I've got the male dwarf, John Metralis,
Yeah, I've
female
got it.
minotaur, Saxa Maxwell, and male Goliath, Monty Cliffkeeper.
Yep, I've got that as well.
Okay.
So what was there? So it was
I think
Monty
it's probably
Cliffkeeper?
to say.
Is the Goliath.
Yeah,
Was
Monty
a
Cliffkeeper Goliath.
Goliath. The other one was a Minotaur, you said?
Female minotaur, Saxa, Saxa, Maxwell, Maxal. Do you want the spelling for the other one? Oh, I have it.
Monty Cliffkeeper.
Oh no, the first one, the dwarf.
Sure, spell it out for me.
Junrock, and then Mitralus.
Mitralus.
That's what I have, unless Mitralis. Unless Rebecca's saying different.
For the spelling?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitralus.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Same then.
I imagine that this is not Kaede giving this information.
No, I'm like, again, it's been so long. Like I read
Yeah.
pretty extensive notes generally, so I'm assuming Haito remembers most of his stuff. It's just a case
It's gonna
of
be between.
it's been so long, and yeah, with this
Yeah,
part, this for some reason, this
yeah.
specific section of my notes, Dramanis. My entire Dramanis note section in Obsidian, I think, didn't save properly. Like my computer got restarted thanks to an update because it's just Dramanis. I have nothing underneath it. I've lost everything
Oh.
for Dramanis.
That sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I didn't write many notes when we were in the tunnels, but I know I wrote a lot
Yeah.
when we first got here, and that's all.
The capital, yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
If you need like information on what happened, I can like help you with that.
I'm Gucci gang.
Aspects. Just you're good. Just ask.
I remember what
yeah,
happened.
so
I'm just horrible with names.
I should. Did I write them down? Problem is because playing Kaede, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't write them down now. Don't know if I did.
Yeah, I've tried to
Rebecca would have.
get down the name of every like PC we've met.
Kaede wouldn't, so I didn't. Alright. Yes,
I
that's that.
also
Yup.
just as another option for plans. I don't know, how I get this to help, but maybe we'll like pull out this like weird device thing that you saw her use in the Wagi fight. Like
Mhm.
this can, like, if I cast a spell, I can use this to learn certain aspects about people if I can get through.
That sounds incredibly useful.
So
No,
mechanically,
100%.
I could learn condition immunities, current armor class, current hit points, damage vulnerabilities, damage immunities and resistances, movement types and speeds, proficiency bonuses, saving throw proficiencies, skill proficiencies, and special senses. I can learn
Hmm.
one per spell level I use. So like if I cast it at first level, I get one of those, two if I cast it at second.
Still incredibly useful.
Yeah, and I could do multiple casts, but they have to fail a charisma save. I think. Yeah.
It's a backup. More balls in our court. That's the benefit. Every chance we have to make this go more our way is something we should try to jump on.
Okay.
We should also be.
I don't know if AJ is back yet.
He is back.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just going to mention. We should also be completely prepared to immediately get resistance from either of the Warlords outside of the dwarf, and in that case, we might need to just drop the title out, and just we need to hope that it works. And if it doesn't, then we need to spring it back up.
If we need to, we can attempt to use ourselves as heroes to, slow down any issues. And then again, after that, do what we have to.
We're better off out there than in a jail cell.
Out of the two Warlords remaining, which of them do you think would be the better to deal with?
I wouldn't have a
Cool.
clue. I couldn't really gauge too much of either of them myself during that conversation. Wasn't really.
Yeah, it wasn't a very long conversation.
Yes, and it wasn't really my priority to analyze every detail.
Was there
No.
very dismissive.
But like, all of us were there just to complete the job. Yeah, part of me thinks in the conversation they like half expected us to argue more aggressively for a better deal, but it kind of wasn't part of our deal. It was just like we're there to make sure the deal happens, and then we're done. Like once we have the deal, if we got a better deal, then we get paid more. But payment isn't really the most important thing. I kind of feel like we use this job as an excuse in and of itself just to get into the country. Doesn't matter. Idle thoughts.
How do we want to do this? Do we want to go for the crowds? Or do we want to take the back entrances?
Well, first of all, I go to a window and I send out Pickles. While we have a few minutes before we have to leave this place, let's at least see if Pickles can give us some information as to how the stuff on the street's going. So, 1 minute, and Haito sits down on the bed, closes his eyes, and I just send my eyes into Pickles.
Yes, you do so. Pickles gives the overhead information that, while this town is relatively, it's a medium-sized city, there's a lot of... Most of the people here are miners, and their families, so, there's not very many people on the streets. There are people going to, the general store and walking around. You've got some people who are coming into the main gate, and they seem to be... going either straight to the Warlord Tower or one of the various inns here. But for a town this big, there isn't a lot of foot traffic.
I relay that to everyone else from there's not a whole lot of people out on the street wandering around. Honestly, for a town this size, it is a surprising lack of people.
I imagine a lot of this place is being used for, mines.
Yeah.
Maybe, most of them are working. Wait, is it a lack of people compared to when, the first day we were here? Because that was during the day.
No, it's also the same. It's
I just think in general.
There's a lot of people that are, as Kaida said, it's a mining town. Most of the workers here are going to be miners, so not a lot of them. The remainder family are going to do things, but if they go, they're probably not going to go shopping each day unless they're bored.
Yeah, so that's all. It's a lack of people compared to other towns, but not compared to what we see in this town. Yeah, it's not like this is odd for here.
There's probably 20 people out on the streets.
Okay, other side of Maya, did you put sending on?
No,
Okay,
I think I can, like, because I was saying to people like suggestions if they wanted me to.
Yeah, Kay mentioned it very briefly. I think sending's a good idea as a
We might need
Kind
someone
of-
from the capital.
or honestly, we could send one of the Warlords.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, we could do that too, I guess.
Yeah, it could
if
be
we
used,
really
used for
want to do that.
reinforcements, or yeah, just we could. Yeah, yeah, that's the thought I just had. Like, wait, we just need to get in contact with them.
Okay, I'll one moment.
Huh. Interesting.
Or yes, as opposed to
What?
trying to get to them, get them to come to us.
No, I'm just thinking about like the split road that could be by sending instead. There's a lot
Well, I
that
mean,
it
if
could
we-
be.
If we send to one, of the two, we're not there in person to see how it's going to go, but we could do
Yes.
that now, early in the day, and be like, hey, we believe that this Warlord is not who he says he is. He may have been replaced, naming the dwarf.
We might.
Um,
I think we want to try to not do that right away. If we start to sow seeds like that instantly, there's going to be less reasons to trust us, considering we're already on someone's shit list. I think what we need is we need to at least explain what we saw. We need to tell them that something happened, like this, like Celestial is trapped, and something's not right. We don't have to explain who or what just yet. The more information we can keep to ourselves in an idea that we're talking to the right person in the first place, the better.
we only have 25 words anyway sending, so something just like, hello, it's us doing the other day, could we have a meeting in private? Could we have a meeting with you? Could we see you today for a meeting? To that Warlord. Both is grounds to potentially meet them, but also grounds for for some kind of ambush. That's why we need to. I think we need to sweeten the pot. But I'm not the one with the spells. Whatever you think is the right wording. He looks at my. I'm going to trust in you. But I think
Hey,
it's
add a
sending to one
character?
of them. Mhm.
I do not have the brain for this right now, so if you guys
Sounds
want to
good.
make up a sending, I can send it. I cannot. I can't. And this whole
Okay.
part of the game with like the like this sort of stuff is like
Espionage.
I'm not great with it. So
Okay.
I'm leaving it up to you guys, please.
Well, if we sorry.
You first? You want to go first?
Oh, okay. If we're worried about not being able to see their reaction, we do the sending. Would you be? We could send it after get Pickles to find them.
That works.
No problem.
Maybe he might be able to catch them through a window, or I could go in a wild shape.
I don't even say. I was like, no problem. Then I silently communicate to Pickles to go look for one of the Warlords. See if he can find one of them alone.
I still believe that with the sending itself, it should have like the most briefest of being like who we are, can we talk, and then like as much as we can tell about like the Celestial being trapped, because at least it shows something of like something's going down and we're trying to help, but we're not like sort of tipping the scales in the sense of like we think something is like wrong in the government.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we don't have to necessarily say what we found. Maybe just we have found something and talk about it.
I still think mentioning
Or that we believe that
this-
there is a potential danger.
Yeah, I still think like trying to mention the Celestial though, at least while it's not giving up all of our hands, it's still giving them a card to sort of play with. It's intrigue. Rather than just a nothing burger. At least that's my mind.
He doesn't respond because his eyes are in pickles right now.
Well, I was saying it's more out of game. Because I know that Darren, you said you've had a different idea that you wanted to throw out instead. I was just curious on the execs? I'm getting a Word
No, like-
document open.
I pretty much believe, like, I think that the current best bet we have is to, if we're going to get a meeting without it being an ambush, we need to lay something on the table that interests the person. Naming the Celestial is an idea. Mentioning that there could be danger is another idea. Or, like, saying who we are, I don't think will really matter. For, like, hey, we met you the other day. Like, unless we want to open up that
Yeah.
we're the heroes, saying who we are.
We can do that in conversation.
Yeah. And what do we say about the Celestial? Hi, we have a message from a Celestial. Like, we're gonna, if you say too much, you come up sounding insane.
Yeah.
So it's a hard.
Yeah.
That's why I think just putting information of, like, hello, you know, we have some information that might interest you about, like, might interest you regarding the security of the city or something like that. You could say, and then be like, we would like to meet
Dangers
with
in
you
the
today.
mines.
Yeah, but some dangers. We have some information about inconsistent information about the city, or something better worded, since we don't want to waste that many words. Regarding the mines, we'd like to meet with you in person to provide our evidence. Can we do so today?
That works. That works with me. Flip a coin. Which one do you want to send it to? Sorry, Jazz.
No, it's all good.
When in doubt, my brain always goes Goliath, because I like Goliaths.
It sounds like bias.
Yes, it is. I like Goliaths. I opened it with, I like Goliaths. There is clear
Hold
bias
on.
there.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Yeah, honestly, it's like it's just a 50-50. If we want to do that, we can do that. It matters either way. I don't remember what their titles were. I didn't write that down.
That's the title.
They didn't have like subtitles of what they did, or am I misremembering?
Nope. Just all Lord.
Okay, never mind. Fuck me.
It's up to Maya who she wants to message.
She will go with the one that the party wants. So I guess if everyone wants the Goliath, then she'll send to the Goliath. I'll check off the spell
Sure,
slot.
it's basically a 50-50 toss.
I'm just gonna drop in chat. This is 25 words,
Uh,
a rough estimate. That's
yeah,
an idea.
I've got one that's 22.
Sensitive.
I was stopping writing because I figured that the two of you were doing it.
That's worded better than mine.
And we
It's
have
exactly 25 words.
And we have one person. I'm not gonna say player. We have one person in this call right now who knows his name.
Yeah, we already had his name, because that was at you AFK. It was Monty Cliffkeeper.
Okay, I'm making sure.
No.
We had a
Where
discussion
we
as
had-
soon as you left.
Yeah, we like, AJ's is correct, and then we all looked up and you were AFK. And went, nah, well, we'll have to wait till he comes back, and then none of us brought it up when you
me
came
and
back.
Rebecca had the same information, so we assumed it was correct.
It is, but like, again, if
John Rock sucks on. Monkey
Okay.
baby.
We'd forgotten.
as
Hundo Senni.
you send it out,
God.
you do not get a response back.
He's
He's
just sort
on
of
the plane.
sitting there like, I haven't heard anything.
Should I
Well, I
roll
haven't
for
done this
some-
before.
Yeah, did we do this after Pickles found him?
I did send Pickles off to go looking. Do you want me to make a roll to see if Pickles has
Yeah,
managed
go
to find
ahead.
someone? What
Well,
kind of roll?
who are you
Perception?
looking for? Who are you looking
I'd be
this
looking
one
for him.
specifically? Yeah, then roll.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check. Why not?
Goliath. You find just called.
Monty.
Oh no!
17.
Yeah, as Pickles is flying around, he gets up to the ore tower. As he's sort of gazing around, she's gazing around, you can see that the three of them have offices at the topmost part, and they all seem to be
Yep.
in them at the moment.
In their offices separately?
Yeah, they each have their own separate office. In like one of the...
Okay, and then like... because this case of... Obviously you could say no to this, but could be a case of we did this, I say that he's alone, and then we do the sending?
Yeah.
So then, as Pickles, how do I see him react to receiving the sending?
I'm just having a look how I designed the tower. Okay. Yeah, as he's just going about his business as like the words come out. He doesn't seem to respond in any way. Just continues working on paper on in front of his desk.
That's suspicious as fuck.
Looks over, I open my eyes, I look at Mayu, and I'm just like, he didn't react in any way. I don't believe that's him. Should we try the other? Do you have the spells to spare? Saxel
Yeah,
and Maxal?
I've got another 2 of that spell list, so like as long as we
Alright.
don't get ourselves into any strife.
I close my eyes
Sparing.
again. Pickles flies to the other window, looks in, sees her alone. I'm assuming, AJ.
Yeah. You see. Well, she's not alone. She has a couple of her other Minotaur people. That she seems to be in the middle of a meeting, sort of discussing things as you begin the sending.
Could she? So when I see her in the meeting with a few other people, I'll have Pickles fly down. Can Pickles like land in a spot where he can potentially hear what's going on in the meeting?
There is no real like ledges to these windows that he's looking through.
Okay.
She's looking through, but you can roll a perception check if you want to just like get up close to one of them.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that.
And is this a matter of hiding Pickles' presence as well, or just the bird
I
floating around his
think-
tower?
I mean, it is just a bird, but like Pickles does stand out.
Yeah.
I think it's a case of flying in. At this point, trying to hear if giving, like someone looking out the window would see Pickles.
Mhm.
Like there's. I don't think trying to get close enough to hear what's going on. It has to give up this, like the ability to remain unseen from the people inside. I say out loud, I'm like, they're not alone. So if you wanted to make the sending now, there might be some reaction. I'm not sure if we'd get a response, given they're not alone. But I'm trying to get Pickles close enough to hear what they're saying. They're with a few other Minotaurs. Up to you if you want to do the sending now, because I don't think I'll be able to stay hidden much longer.
Yeah, she does the same thing. Says the same thing, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any reaction?
Take the spell slot off.
With the 12, you can hear her. You can hear her like talking to these guys, and it's mainly just like, have a look and see what these masons are talking about. These reports aren't coming in exactly, and like stuff along that. Just mainly trying to get people to go to the mines themselves. When the message goes through, there doesn't seem to be any physical reaction from Saxa. She just, with like on a beat, just continues to like converse in this meeting that she's in. At which point,
Like there's not even like a
Yeah.
slight pause or anything.
no.
Okay. At which point?
Oh.
Sorry.
At which point, like, you just hear what she said to them, which is just like, and, yeah, check out some of the metals. We're getting a big order coming in.
Oh, so that goes through as the sending, or...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
She'd like be sort of sitting there, like listening to it, like with this like perplexed look on her face, like. And after it's over, she's like, "Is that meant to happen?"
And I
don't know
blink
what she's
over
talking
my
about.
eyes. I'm like, she didn't seem to react, but did anything happen?
I heard her talking about awe to someone, and something about going and checking on the Masons or something. I'm assuming I just listened in on a conversation by accident.
Given she was in the middle of a meeting, it's possible she obviously couldn't stop to respond, so all you heard was the rest of what she was saying. But this does confirm that that is her.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it
Nice.
did connect. I mean, unless the other person didn't want to talk to us and they were just really good at keeping a poker face. But like you said, they were on their own, so you would think that at the very least they would look a little confused or
Exactly.
annoyed or something.
Alright, I'm going to go back to Pickles. I'm going to see if I can at least get her attention, so she's confirmed who sent the message. But I'll have to wait until the meeting is over. So if you need me, just give me a little shake as I close my eyes and go back to Pickles to
I'll be
watch
here.
the rest of this. So wait until she's got a free moment, or until we get kicked out of the inn. The brothel.
The meeting goes on for
Well-
like another half an hour, with like several missives being sent either way. At which point, when she sends all these people out, they leave with a bunch of paperwork, and she's left to pick up the rest and start putting them in bookshelves behind her.
As she's like putting things away, Pickles will fly up and peck on the window slightly.
Yeah, she
Just so I-
notices and she looks, sees a bird flying there. Gives a head of, like, tilts her head in confusion and gets back to work.
She's alone now, that's out loud. I don't know if another sending will get a response, but she is alone now. Whether you want to risk it or not.
Have one remaining spell slot of this. I can try if you want me to. Should I
I am
just
in.
repeat the same thing again, or
I don't
change it
think
up a little
so.
bit?
If you want to risk your last spell slot, maybe we could say that Monty and Junrock are not who may not be who they claim to be, or something, and that she might be in danger.
Or we could just reiterate and ask this. I don't know. I'm not good with this sort of stuff.
I'd say
wish I'd given
reiterate and
Pickles.
mention of Pickles, like that we are able to communicate, like if needed.
Okay. All right. What do you guys want me to say? I can do similar to like the.
Good outside
Oh, dude.
is Pickles.
But outside friendly. We only want to help. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's not a bad idea. So, outside
So better.
is ours. Maybe
I don't know who we are,
1,
really.
2, 3. Yeah, so ours could be.
I guess, yeah.
We only want to help.
1, 2, Well, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do we say you may
5,
be in
6,
danger?
7, 8. What are you gonna
The
say?
city maybe in
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say that we could at
Good
least say the
idea.
city is in danger,
Yeah.
or is probably.
1,
'Cause
2,
if-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Because with like the city at least, like with the previous message, it's like the mines. It could be as bad as the city being in danger. It's at least something of a connective tissue.
And we
15,
have proof.
ah,
Because we really technically have proof.
Yeah,
We have a little bit of proof.
that's the thing. Like that's what
That's-
I'm kind of.
The issue. Because, like, yeah,
Have to
I don't
take
think
them
we
into
have
the
much
mines to show them.
physical proof.
Yeah, we have.
We know where the proof is.
It's just-
Yeah, I think we know where the danger is. Within.
Okay, we can. We know. That sounds. I don't know. Because I've wrote the city
don't know
may
what
be in
else.
danger. We.
Well,
yeah, because we will.
how do you describe that otherwise?
What about this? Of the bird is ours. We're only here to. We only. Oh, I was gonna say we only want to help. We want to help. Is what it was meant to be. We want to help. The city may be in danger. Monty isn't Monty. We have proof. We've talked before. Be careful.
Everyone else okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you
I will go with the group. Yeah.
That's final spell slot. And that is
Big
like
risks.
confirm with Haito that she's still on her own.
Yep.
Yeah.
Making sure she's on her own for this. Yeah.
as it's relayed, she looks at Pickles, at which point you hear back. Oh, you are the little Ladron girl who came with the group. So that is for snooping in mine. Good to know.
He's crying.
No, I think she's
Oh,
responding
that's-
because now we said who we are.
You spoke to her. They know who you are if you've met before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
she
I think
recognized your voice from that conversation. So
Of course,
Yep.
yeah. The voice goes
Yeah, I
through. I
think-
forget
yeah.
that part every time.
Yeah, like
Yep.
I think the
No,
spell,
it's like-
like you know who it is.
if you know who
It makes sense that. It
Well,
makes
yeah,
sense
like-
that.
But yeah, you lay out this information. She seems to look at it, take it calmly, no
Oof.
care, and then continue
Doesn't
on.
seem that impressed by us. She's just like, I don't think that she cares all that much for what we have to say. It was more along the lines of, yeah, she remembers who I am, and I guess along the lines of, good to know I'm the one snooping around the mines.
Which means that she's aware that Monty isn't Monty.
Maybe.
Which also means that she's
Maybe she
aware
thinks we're a
that
bunch of troublemakers. I don't think that this was a very good idea.
I think
I feel like we should have just stayed in the caves.
all three of the Warlords are compromised.
Oh god, what do we do? Do we need to go and come back? Oh no, that's the cowardly, isn't it? I don't know what to do.
There's not gonna be a way for us to catch them with one thing of detective on good, is there?
We
I
could
don't think
potentially
we
get one of
should go
them.
up against
Only
them.
if they are something else.
Yeah, and we have an entire tower we'd have to scale to reach their offices in the first place. Potentially with
Maybe
polymorph or something like that. Sorry, you go.
Maybe she just doesn't believe us. Maybe she just thinks that we're troublemakers. I mean, they've only met us like once. Maybe she's not compromised. She just thinks that we're idiots, I guess.
I'm also
I mean,
wondering.
we didn't mention we'd been in the mines. In our message, all we said is, we have
You-
information about the security of the mines, and that Monty isn't Monty. We have proof. She didn't seem surprised by it, even slightly, from what it sounds like. It's possible
Well-
that she just knows and doesn't care.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Maybe.
Monty also told people about what happened, trying to paint us in a bad light already. There's
Well,
That's-
Monty is the Goliath. Sorry, Tez.
not Monty, sorry.
It's okay.
What were you gonna say, Tez?
It doesn't matter. Let's just you keep going.
I will point out,
I'm done.
just because.
Why did we say Monty? You first.
I will point out that it's probably likely that the guards that saw you last night saw Haito and they saw Mayu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know that you're the ones in there.
Yeah.
Or at least the two of you are. They have no idea about Kaede
Yeah.
and May.
But we're
Only
at least
mentioned.
have been known to be associated with them.
This is stupid, but
What do you
I
wanna
feel
do
like
for
we should have stayed in the mines. Now I don't know how to get back in, or whether or not we should even go back in.
Haito,
Mm-hmm.
that spell of yours to scatter us around, did that require sight?
That was not my spell.
That was
No.
mine.
Oh, it was yours. Sorry.
That was in my other form, though. It's okay.
That's alright.
It's it has to be within a range of me. Out of character, 30 feet.
And it's around 30 feet.
I don't think it's just people who are willing. And yeah. The only problem is that it can make you stunned if you don't have the I guess constitution for it. It's quite it's quite disorienting. It's a disorienting scatter
Right, yeah, that was yours.
of
Okay.
motion sickness. I
That's
am.
Oh, I'm Haito.
In your head, you hear.
Pickles is still watching, yeah. Mhm.
In your head, you hear. My apologies. I was busy preparing paperwork to keep up with this ruse. Couldn't show anything. They have magical sensors in the tower.
Oh my god.
I relay that to the others. And then out loud, because I'm assuming this is ascending.
Yep.
Haito responds out loud. What do I say? He
We
goes,
just
unsurprising. We need to meet somewhere they're not watching. Trying to think of words. Unsurprising. We need to meet. We need to meet somewhere they are not watching. That's 10 words. Oh, another one. So I can get my notes up for the name. We're working with a Zulon. And where is his name? Galarian.
Yeah.
tell us where to meet you.
I assume you say this. I assume you let people know after then. And then.
Yeah.
A couple minutes pass, and you hear back from Monty. Very well. There is a small restaurant that someone owes me favors in. I can clear them out for the day. Meet me there in an hour. And he provides the name as part of the message.
Yep.
What's the restaurant?
The Copper Lily.
Yep.
I am really concerned because we just fucking like messaged. We just sent it to that other one. And this person might be compromised now.
Yeah, we should just
What?
tell him in that response, be like, by the way, we might have blabbed to Saxa.
I thought you were gonna say John Rock, not Monty. That's why I got it mixed up in my head.
Yeah, I said Monty
'cause
because
we
he didn't react, and really, Junrock wouldn't be. It's possible if we said Junrock, then it could be like, oh, well, they're just fucking with him because of his mine. So I said Monty, and I said Monty instead.
So you just threw it out there as a red herring. Okay.
Just to change up some of the information, I had to respond with, "We'll see you there in 1 hour.
Yep.
Good luck." And then, as he says that, he says the name to the others, so they know where it is. And then he immediately closes his eyes to see what, to fly past the other two windows of the other All-Lords, like through all three of them, to see if anyone's still in their offices.
Other than Monty, or like because you're looking at Sux as the other two officers?
Yeah, it's like Monty is now. Oh, sorry, Sux is now left. I'm assuming that's why she's able to send her to us.
No,
so
Monty
then
was,
a flyby.
Monty was talking to you.
Oh, Monty was talking to
Yes.
me.
Yeah, that's why we were like, oh
yeah,
shit,
that was-
because
Fuck. Okay, I got misunderstood this time. I thought that was Sux responding. Yeah, I think that Pickles will fly past. First, check Sux to see if she's still in her office,
Yep, she's still there.
and then we'll just fly past Monty's to see if he's in there, and then finally past Junrock's,
Roll a perception.
and
check.
then sure. I'm like looking for my dice on the complete wrong place on my sheet. I'm like, where's the perception? Fuck.
Do you have advantage
I'm
for-
going
Do you have
to.
advantage for visual?
Yes.
No, Pickles has
What?
mimicry.
Ah.
Okay. Yep.
yes.
So technically, Pickles could repeat statements I tell them. I'm going to use. I completely forgot about that. I'm going to burn my coronal shift to reroll that. 21.
That's much
Um,
better.
Nice.
As you sweep around through things, Sux is in the easternmost office, the westernmost office. As you fly north to go to around to see if Monty's in his. You see Junrock is in his office, and he's in he's got piles of things off. He's looking very neurotic at the moment. Like looking through things, sweating, a whole bunch of shit. As you look, Monty doesn't seem to be in his office, but as Pickles is flying around, you can see him. Seems to be walking, maybe about 90 feet away from the tower, pocketing something at the moment.
Bending stone.
Makes sense.
Alright,
Doesn't
we have an hour to
Don't
find
only go
this.
to the other stone.
There are, well, depends on how you plan. There are, technically, rules is written, yes, but I know a lot of people will make sending stones that act almost like phones.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, like where it just allows you to use the spell sending.
yeah.
Yeah, like once a day, generally.
I usually
Okay.
have both running, but it's typically for things like this, especially him. He has a more powerful version of it where he can contact anyone once per day.
That's makes sense. Position of power and
So
all.
yeah. I had to repeat that, but we need to find that place. I'm going to have Pickles keep watching him, because to make sure he doesn't, see if he talks to anyone suspicious while we're on the way.
Do you want us
I think we need to get moving.
I know this is gonna sound really silly, but do you want us to carry you so you can stay in? I feel like that might make us stand out a little bit, but
I think that'll draw a lot of attention.
yeah.
I appreciate the suggestion. I think it's an interesting one, but I think that'll draw too much attention.
That's fair.
I mean, you can brief jump. You just keep tabs.
Yeah, I can do brief stops, and Pickles can always tell me if he stops to talk to anyone or use the item in his pocket. I just like picking his stuff up and is like, we don't know where this restaurant is, really, so we have to we have an hour to find it.
I
Just
mean,
ask them on the street.
Oh, good.
ask the guy that runs this place.
I was gonna ask the street people. Oh, well,
So Jonathan Large member?
Okay.
You want to talk to him?
That's it.
Hell yeah! Best character in the
Nice.
whole fucking game so far?
that's not true.
Oh, is that a Homestuck reference?
No, it's not.
His
Oh,
name is
okay.
Jonathan Large member. Because he owns a
It's just a
brothel.
great fucking name.
He's a brothel owner, and Goliaths give themselves last names depending on what they
Oh, that's right! I forgot! How could I
forgot it's
forget?
Goliath.
It's the most based fucking name ever.
Completely forgot. Yeah, I guess like give the polite nod, like full embarrassed about the situation, but in too much of a hurry.
Did you all find the facilities to your liking?
Yes, it was a lot of
Amazing.
fun. Thank you.
No eye contact, no word.
Well, hope you have a
At your
good day
wings.
then.
Let our friends know. Oh God, that was a really bad thing to say. She said she's leaving.
As you wink at her, he looks
Uh,
you up and down and gives you a wink back.
As he winks, he does that. I as the others are walking past, I'm like, actually, we're relatively new to the city. Do you know the location if I say the name of what's the name of the restaurant again? Sorry,
The Copper Lily.
The cop.
Copper Lily. Yeah, so would you know where the Copper Lily is?
Yes, it's in the south section. Only probably 400 or 500 feet away.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
He gives you more direct details to where to go.
Yeah. In which case, I can relay that to the rest of them. So that's like, all right. It's only a few blocks down, so it's a very short walk. We have the better part of an hour, so we can get ourselves set up somewhere, have something to eat, and honestly, at the Copper Lily, and then we will, or somewhere else around here, and then meet up with the Warlord.
I don't think I ever want to eat food ever again. But also, I'm really hungry. But I don't think I could eat. All right, we need to go.
I'm too
Yeah.
anxious
So
to
are
eat,
we
but I
gonna
need to
do
eat.
Are we gonna do a pass without trace?
Canada, if you want to be safe.
yeah. You have it because I had to take it off, but other thing.
Hi, I'm
was
here. I have it.
Wait, you can do it if you want to do it, Kay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Awesome. So, I guess like, would it be stealth to try to blend in? Would it be performance?
You wouldn't get a bonus from Path of that Trace if it was performance.
Oh, of course. That's
Only
makes
stealth.
all the sense in
or
the world.
pass.
Yeah, I don't think that I can perform at this point. Even though my performance is a +5, and I never fucking use it.
You'll find a
it's-
reason.
One day.
But
One day if I ever
but-
get my loot back. That's a
but
29.
this-
That's a 30.
Yeah, there's stealth that's obviously like blending into shadows, but I feel like in this particular thing you're doing a much more civilian style of stealthing where you are trying to blend in.
We're Assassin's Creeding.
Yeah.
You're sticking next to groups of people that are walking and then splitting off when they turn and stuff like that. Ultimately,
Walking with the monks.
Hey,
ultimately
standing
people
in the
are
middle
doing
of
things
groups.
The 30, a 22, a 39.
I am
word.
literally doing the Assassin's Creed walking through crowds.
Yep.
Kai sits on a bench with someone on
Yeah.
there. And then disappears before the person notices. She does a
Jumps
Batman.
into a hay bale.
She does a Batman. She's on the other side of town.
Oh, Batman? Yeah, sure. We'll do Batman. It's a mixture
Yeah,
of both,
29.
actually.
Fucking hell.
And I love
30,
Archie
22,
Pocketed because he
39,
stands out.
29.
Don't disrespect the stealth dimension.
Yeah, it makes sense that you pocket arts a she.
Of the stealth
Yeah.
dimension.
And then, yeah, obviously, I'm having Pickles
I'm gonna go
continue
meet
following
DF.
the dude a bit surreptitiously. It's like you're not trying to stay a bit more, like, not seen.
Yeah.
And following him just to let me know if he stops to talk to anyone. And in those moments, I stop on, like, a street corner so I can close my eyes to see what's going on. And also then let him, if he uses the sending stone, then just tell me he's used it.
Yeah. As you go ahead and do so, you see that Pickles like alerts you a couple times, but each time it seems to be he's stopped along the way by like a woman that he like clasping his hands, and they're sitting down like a genuine like just conversation, and then continues to walk as if like being stopped on the street by someone that you know, and it happens like once or twice. He stops at a couple places. He goes by a general store, seems to get a bag of things that I've ordered. He makes his way, sort of goes past the All-Lord's Tower once again, makes his way to what looks to be a rather large building, where he goes in for 5 or 10 minutes and then comes back out and starts making his way directly to the Copper Lily afterwards.
Later to everyone, there's a point where for about 10 minutes, I couldn't see what he was doing as he was inside the building. But other than that, nothing suspicious. I think for obvious reasons, we should keep our eyes and ears open just in case this is, not as kosher as we'd like. Yes. But at least it's not an obvious trap right now. He did not see.
If it is a trap, it's not one that will be around many guards.
Yeah, I don't believe he's noticed that Pickles is following him, so he'd have no reason to try and hide his actions.
While we're waiting,
Mhm.
rest. Okay, yeah, a bit before he gets there, I want to start ritual casting detect magic, so it's up when he arrives.
Okay.
Saying like I guess 10 minutes before we think he'll get there, or a bit before.
As we get to the place, because let me just read Detect Good and Evil. I don't think that it's like. I think it's just like something I can sense. Oh fuck! I got both fucking sheets up, and I keep getting confused between them. Here we go. Yeah, so it's just I know where if there's an aberration, celestial element or fey, blah 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 blah. Within 30 feet of me. So I guess when we get there, I'll just cast Detect Evil and Good.
Yep.
It's just a. That is a good question. Up to 10 minutes, and it's concentration.
Okay. So do you want to also
So
wait until
I'll-
just before he arrives?
I guess it's when we go to the Copper Lily, like when we're as we're entering, as we go into the area, because like the place itself, if it's going to be a trap, it would have signs of that before we
totally.
walk straight through the door.
They're cool.
But yeah. But if you want me to do it earlier, I can.
No, I think it's fine. Like, I think it's a great idea. Doing it so we know that the place we're going, since it sounds like we're going to be there before he is, I think it's a great plan to make sure that, we're not going to be dealing with celestials, phase fiends, or undead waiting for us in this place ahead of time.
Also tells you our place is magically desecrated.
As,
This whole entire city desecrated.
as you arrive in the section there, you you don't sense any extraplanar activity from anyone. The area is not desecrated or anything. Are you going to enter before he does, or are you going to let him go first? Just as a general group question.
What do people
I
think?
don't really
I
mind.
was expecting that we'd meet him, like we'd already be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If he's got contacts in it,
Unless
you said he was on the stone at one point, or did you not?
Yeah, right before we.
Haito noticed that, in terms of like scale and time, Haito noticed as he packed it away after talking to him.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm thinking we wait for him to go in first and then go in not long after.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna roll a d20. High go in after, low go in before. That's my vote. I'm going with Rebecca on this one.
Are you going before?
'Cause I
yeah,
honestly
unless you
don't
guys
care.
think it'd be an issue.
No,
I don't think
I was
it'd be an
just
issue.
thinking 'cause-
You go, okay?
I was just thinking because like his contacts, it's like if he's got sort of people
Or does
here that he
actually,
trusts, it'd be better to wait for his trust.
yeah, actually, on second thought, didn't you say you needed to clear it out?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. You know what? That makes sense. All right, I'm going with K. I'm going with K.
Yeah, I'm
We will
defecting
write-
my own team.
Alright, we will arrive shortly after he arrives, and since Pickles will be watching him anyway, even when we'll know as soon as he arrives, and then we can see what goes on, from the street view.
this
Probably
is why
like
I have an
only like a
overthinking
few
brain.
minutes. Given he's an hour, my estimate is that he'll arrive like 5 or 10 minutes before he expects us to be there.
Yeah, which he does.
That's my guesstimate. In which case, if we arrive like a few minutes earlier than an hour, then we might be, pushing his schedule forward, which kind of gives us a slight up on the situation.
Sure.
Yeah,
So we're still after him, but not after like a full hour.
as Haito and therefore the group of you, etc., understand that he does come about 5 minutes early. Are you all nearby hiding, or just like you're off a distance
I'll be
away?
I want to be nearby-ish, but kind of like prep scouting as like where are the best exits, just in case we necessarily need. Are there like any guards, particularly that like might be an issue if things were to go down? Just like with my abilities and my knowledge of being able to stealth around, it's just basically trying to plan like where things are in case we need them.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Yeah.
I will. Boop. 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 There we go. Just 17.
God damn.
You notice that he's going in, and he does
I have
have
stats.
he does have a couple of Goliath with him, as he was leaving there. Slight amendment to the thing I said. After he goes to his house, he goes back to the Warlord Tower. Then he's joined by two other Goliaths, and he's walking straight there.
Big boy.
At which point he says something, which Kaede is just like, "Oh, stay out here. If you meet these," and he gives a general description of your group. He's like, "They're the ones I'm here to talk with. I'll go let Dahlia
That's
know."
me!
As he enters Kaede, and he's like, "Dahlia, it's good to see you. Teensy bit. I need to borrow your your restaurant for a bit, for a meeting. Would I be able to compensate everyone to come back at a later time?" At which point, a couple minutes later, you see a small group, probably about 5 people, exit the building. Yeah.
That's why I get the cue as like, alright, time for us to move. He's just cleared the place out. He's got 2 guards waiting out front, but they're expecting us. So I think it's time. For us to go.
Boy, oh boy, it is. And we'll do that after a bio break.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Part of me really
yes.
wants. Yeah, you're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
We're getting out of the
Part-
worst of it.
Yeah.
You go, sorry.
No, you're good. Part of me was just thinking like how funny it would be if I was like any other character other than Kaede. Like as like everyone arrives, like the meeting is like sort of like there. I'm already just in a chair waiting, and he doesn't notice me. He's just like sat down,
like
like
the
waiting.
slow
And-
spin round.
Yeah, it's like
such a
that whole thing where
Christine thing.
oh, 100% it would be. This is not Kaede though. And it's like I really want to do that because it's such a trope where it's like, okay, the meeting's been prepped, but it's like the very stealthy, sneaky person just already happens to be there, has heard everything. It's like, yes, I'm prepared. I've been
Well,
waiting for
well,
you.
well.
I'll be back in a second.
Like, so, well, good. It's like, how'd they even get in when everyone was getting
Yeah.
out? It's like, I don't have to tell you.
It's
Yeah,
like, how'd
fuck
get
you.
in here?
You want to ask me?
You think I
Any
know?
other
I don't
character?
fucking know.
Any other character, not Kaede.
Yeah, no, that's fair. God, my throat is killing me tonight. I don't know what it is. It's ouchy.
I realized only about half an hour ago, about an hour ago, that my total of what I've had to drink today has consisted of a single 600ml bottle of soft drink and
Drink
a
water.
one can of drink. And I'm like, that is not enough.
That's,
I don't
that's
think I've
not
had
ideal.
anything today.
What the
You
fuck?
need to
What's
drink
wrong with
more.
Rebecca!
Get up and
Come
go get a
on,
drink now.
man! Yeah, go get Bippy.
Yeah, my water bottles. I got
I think I'm at like 1.5 liters. Probably extra. I'm not paying
Yeah,
attention.
One.
actually,
Hang on, what did you just
actually,
say?
I did have half a glass of milk.
That's
1.5
not that
litres?
nice.
Better than nothing.
That's
but
that's
still.
decent. 1.5 is pretty good. No one expects you to go the ridiculous fucking 2 liters that they expect. But I'm speaking from someone who had to experience kidney stones, Rebecca. You don't want that shit, and you get that for not drinking enough. Like, it
1.1.
fucking sucks. It is the worst experience in the world. And this is coming from someone who had
1.5.
babies, because that also fucking sucks. Kidney stones is worse.
I usually end
Don't
the day
do
off with
it.
2 liters.
I've had.
I drink
water
about
in
2 liters a day.
I'm back.
Let's go.
Good job.
Oh, pure alcohol, baby. Whoop.
it. Gold star.
Oh, I literally knew it wrong,
pull
but-
the fucking the angry mum moves on people, but I'm gonna do it over hydration because I don't want people to suffer for that because that was bad. No one should. Have
Nah,
to
I'd wish it
suffer
on my
for
worst
that.
enemy.
No.
So have you started drinking water again?
No.
Fuck.
You can't do
It's
as I
caught
say.
me.
When
Caught.
do, you can't do
Caught.
as I say.
Caught.
Don't do as I do.
Caught.
I mean, maybe she's her worst enemy.
Caught.
Haley,
That's what AJ was
have you
implying,
not
I'm pretty
been-
sure.
Have you not been drinking your whatever amount that you're supposed to have a day? What is it, like 2? No one fucking drinks 2 liters a day unless they're like
I do.
super
Of
super
water?
duper thirsty.
I'd always drink 2 liters all day. Fuck, I drink like
I
4.
That is
have-
insane.
I
But
have
good for
a
you
very.
because that is
I
a good thing.
I have a very weak bladder, so I just drink a lot.
I have,
I used to. I don't anymore. I'm a camel.
in general, I've got a 1.8 liter or 1.6 liter bottle that is cordial, and then I drink 2 1.1 1 liter bottles, and then I have like us counter to a soft drink at
That
like
makes me
as
happy.
usual. But then, like, if all the water's out, I still got a separate 1.6 bottle of water and another like 1 liter as well that I can sometimes drink. I think like 6 if I have to.
I drank 100 mils while this conversation
Smart.
was happening.
It's a smart, responsible, intelligent thing to do. Like drinking lots and lots of fluids is good. I do not, but I do my best. I have a bad habit of getting really busy and forgetting to look after myself because I'm too busy looking after other people, aka small children.
I'm not sure how that, like, because I know you're not a fan of it, but I'm not sure how reliable those, whatever those sense up bottles are. The one that have got like
Oh no, fuck those.
flavors
Oh, yeah.
around that, like using your olfactory gives you a taste, but it's not really
The air up.
air up. Yeah. I'm not sure how effective they are.
I just get sugar-free water cordial and just mix into it because I hate water. I can't stand the taste of it. I'm pretty hopeless with that. But yeah, I just fucking water cordial, mix it in whenever I want water. It's basically the same thing. It's just got a bit of fake sugar in it.
Yeah, I haven't had much today, but I think recently I've been better than I have been in the past. Because I've got like a 1.5 bottle at home, and then I 5 or 2 at work as well. They're like, okay, try and I don't think it's not always topped up, but it's got like a good amount of water in it that I'll get throughout the day. I'll drink most of it.
Frankly, I'm debating getting rid of my hydrate thing that
Like-
I got redeemed because I drink enough water that I don't need to be reminded by chat to tell me to drink water. Because some days I do it after I drink. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it again. Fuck you. I've already drunk water.
It sounds like you don't have any issues with that, so I think you're good. You're good at reminding yourself, clearly.
Nah, drink again.
Oh yeah.
I try to drink. I have like a big, like 500ml cup in the morning, and then I usually have a shake, which is basically a drink, and then yeah, a bunch throughout the day. But I'm hopeless.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I kind of sometimes, I think, yeah, when I'm not at work, like, yeah, I'm just home, I kind of don't drink anything for a long time and then drink a lot at once
it's something.
because I'm thirsty.
We can't be perfect. We can't do it all right all the time. I certainly don't. I just don't want people to get kidney stones. I just want my friends to be okay. Anyway, I digress.
Okay.
Drink your water, everyone.
Yeah, should be fine for a bit.
I'm going to mage armor, obviously, before we head in. So I'm gonna take off
So
the first
cool.
level spell.
Look at him go.
Listen, I don't want to be dumb. For a man who has 10 decks, I gotta think, any little bit helps.
And he's just always trying to
Cowardice.
shift
I wanna
already.
be I'll use one of them, I have another one.
He's used all.
He's only got 1 left out of 2.
I think my spells for today. I was considering casting Conjure Minor Elementals and hiding a bunch of rocks with our friends, but I don't think I'd be able to smuggle in a handful of rock friends.
Oh no, my rocks! I dropped them.
Let's put a bunch of rocks in my backpack. Ignore how much they weigh.
This is the
Or,
minimum.
summon a gargoyle or 2 and put them on the tower nearby.
Rock's as big as Kaede.
Yeah.
This
Probably
is my pet
taller.
rock. Don't question it.
Which one?
Is Kaede doing the power move?
No.
Okay.
Be funny.
It would be funny, but I don't know if that's what she would do. I don't think that is in Kaede, like, sort of, to do it, at the moment at least.
Coward.
It's, yeah, probably.
As you enter, you see what appears to be a Goliath man that you have met before, standing quite a bit taller than everyone here, wearing this very black sort of attire with these silver woven bands, similar to the one that you found down in the mines. Seems to be talking across the room to a middle-aged gnome woman who has, upon your entry, as you all sit down, she walks over with a bottle of wine and a couple glasses. She's like, oh, welcome.
Thank you for seeing us. It's a beautiful establishment. Hopefully we can peruse it at a time where it's less surreptitious.
Zach,
That is
did I miss anything?
definitely reasonable. If you you just entered. It's like, Dahlia, could have these people haven't looked like they've eaten in a while. Can you all provide 4 lunch specials for them, please? And a sandwich for me. And the gnome nods and makes her way back to the inn. It's like, okay, very much, oh lord. She walks off. As he sort of turns to you, Mayu, is like, my apologies about not answering before. As I said to your friend here, I needed to maintain my appearances. I have noticed that there has been a change within some people in the Overlord's Tower, mainly Junrock, which I assume you also have some concerns about, considering you were in the Metralis mines.
Appreciate and also understand that I apologize that maybe the sending to you at that point might have been a bit of a risk, and we appreciate you meeting with us so that we can sort of discuss with someone.
As this is going on, just because I know they're both up still, your protection from detect evil and good
Detect
is
evil and
not peeing off anything. May, there is magic on him. Obviously, there are some within his clothing. One of which you can determine is a sending stone. The other being I guess it's conjuration-ish. Conjuration magic sort of pool in the other half of his jacket.
He's going to make a gun.
You
But
want
other
to shoot
than
us
that,
with a gun?
other than that, it seems perfectly reasonable.
And I have Pickle still outside, kind of just sitting on like a nearby rooftop, watching the entrance to give me a warning if anyone starts approaching the building or like gathering up around near the building. Yes, from what we heard, with our job already in the city, and the fact that we're here to, as I said, help. We thought it prudent to act on these rumors ourselves and determine their validity. If they were baseless, then we would have apologized and accepted punishment, but given they were not baseless, well, with one compromised individual, there's a risk on who the others could potentially could have others who are, and that being yourself and Saxa. It was concerning when you didn't react to the sending.
Again, my apologies.
Looks at the others like, we're not going to lie. We were watching you when you received the sending to see how you reacted,
Well, that would
to
make
see
sense.
if you reacted.
That is understandable. It's better to confirm suspicions like that. It's I do say, pardon my candor, that's a very ballsy move, contacting someone close to who you thought was a potential liability, I would assume. But
In honesty, we kind of needed to get to something quickly. While a bit of a ballsy move, calculated in some sense, it's still... We needed to figure out who we could trust immediately before action was made, instead of being left in the dark constantly.
That's understandable. Yes, I needed to finish that report and leave before responding. We have sensors, detect magic sensors that we've had before the changes I've noticed, obviously. You need to be careful when your government, all important officials of a government in a town are located in one area.
No, that makes sense.
But
If I may ask, who is the host of these kinds of scrying spells in the first place? Or those of the similar kind?
they're not really scrying spells. It's more of a permeable barrier. I believe that's how they describe it. Similar to a detect magic that alerts the three of us whenever a spell is cast at one of us in particular. Usually just tells us what type the spell is and alerts us that it's happened. We hired a mage a while back.
When we sent to you,
yes, when you sent it to
when we
me,
sent to you, you were made aware of that it was casted at you. Yes.
yes, and the others might have
Okay.
as well. We hired a magician a while back, probably about 10 or so years ago. Involved a bit of blood magic, not to derail everything, but mainly just the blood of us three needed to be part of the spell, so we're all understanding of who's getting casted at. But can't remember his name, but it was an out-of-towner, and we hired through contacts with the guild.
If it does require the blood of you three, does that mean that it would only affect you three, particularly?
In
Those tied to
particular,
it?
yes. We put our own bloods in, and then our most important guardsmen, those who are in second in charge, our secretaries, basically anything near the upper echelons of our situation would be protected, well, not really protected, but aware of what's going on, yes. So, maybe 6 individuals from each Warlord, including themselves.
That means in the eventuality that so it sends to you particularly. For instance, if we sent to, you, and it is true that Junrock is not who he claims to be, then he would not be made aware that you received such a sending.
No, he would. Usually we, with our status and power, obviously, some exceptions can be made. Sending, in particular, is a spell that will be contacted to us very often, much from the Shogun and her people. As such, things like that, important people who we sell our ores to also contact us. At which point, if it is I need to look it up myself because my brain is mushy on what type of spell it is.
Transmutation.
Yeah, if it's a transmutation spell, generally, we.
I guessed.
Oh, well, let me look it up. Why'd you say? Don't say that.
Yeah, I like how you expect me to know. Though. That's
evocation.
actually really sweet.
Evocation.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
With evocation magic, in particular, we try to avoid getting any each other's business about. Considering if it's a harmless evocation spell, something like healing or sending, as it were, it can be rightfully ignored. And if it's an attacking one, then by that point, many of our people should be aware what's happening, and the fighting would ensue. So they wouldn't know it was you, but they would have known that I received an evocation spell. as we were.
And you would be made aware of others who received evocation that same day.
Yes, I assume the two for Sux are after you. Were you again
Just
after
nod.
me?
Yes.
Yes.
Desperate times, I guess. Sorry, I should have given you more time to respond.
It's not your.
We kind of panicked.
You weren't aware. There, you made reasonable decisions. It's not unlikely that something could have gone awry with your guessing. My apologies, but it should be fine. Though she might not be as pliable to your information that you have than I am. She's very much a stubborn stickler. She doesn't change her mind very often. If she's part of what is happening, then that's one way to do it. But if she's not, it might merely be that the other side got to her first. And with a battle of information, you trust those you know, you don't know. We were sent a missive that someone was in the Metropolis mines last night, and they attacked a squadron of guards. The night before, someone attacked going in.
There's like a slight laugh. It's like, I wouldn't call those attacks. A guard tripped over his own shoes chasing a rock. It was not that hard to slip in.
He sort of gives a half-hearted laugh as at this point you see several bowls of what looks to be stew and fresh bread slices have been provided in front of you, and a bread sandwich, not a bread sandwich, a sandwich with a variety of meats is placed in front of him, as well as another. He's been sipping at his wine this entire time. Feel free to eat while we talk. I'm not that much of a stickler on etiquette. But yes, he does appear to need to get better guards then. That was all it took to trip them up, pun intended. But
Well, I feel like the fact that the guards are bad is on purpose. Sorry, yes, you go.
I wouldn't say that the guards were bad per se. We do tend to be quite quick with this sort of stuff, and we have been adventurous for, I guess, a little while now.
so it turns to me.
I'm hesitant to eat my food because I'm worried it's poisoned.
Yeah, Haito doesn't, despite the going, please eat, he has not touched his food.
I'm going to eat.
And so,
He sort of.
so you only noticed a change in Junrock. You haven't noticed a change in Saxa.
As I said before, Saxa is a lot more. He's a lot stubborn and hard-headed. It would be. Change would not be easy to see within her, if one can truly play her part. But Junrock has been a lot more neurotic the last couple of weeks since we've plugged up the hole in his mind. At which point
Well,
you
about
see he grabs a spoon that was on his side, makes an effort to grab a spoonful of your soup mei and eats it. And he's like, sorry, it didn't look delicious.
Oh, can I make
That
a
was
check
clever.
on that just to see his intention? Like,
Go ahead.
the
I think I
specific
know the
insight is if this. Yeah, I know, but the specific insight is like I know he's doing it for like the idea of it's not poisonous, but I more so want it to be like, is this like a more friendly, like like I see where they're coming from here. Or it's like let me just sort of alleviate to like I can resist this, but they can't. Sort
Yeah,
of
go
thing.
ahead.
Yeah, I wondered the same thing. Is it a like, don't worry, I'm not poisoning you, or is this a eat it, it's fine, it's not
motherfuckers.
poisoned. Let's ignore the fact that I'll be fine from this poison.
With that, he seems to be genuinely affable.
Cusco's poison.
He's very much a generally affable man. He does seem to want to alleviate the tension, in a manner of like, look, I can understand where you're
Mr.
coming
Affable.
from.
I will say as well, I have less of resto.
Yeah. And,
True,
it's
but
just, like-
it's just more so not using spells.
yeah, he's just going through like.
Ah,
Yes, I can
that's
understand what you're saying. For I'm a person of pretty like high import. If there's a matter or two, one of the most like elegant ways to get rid of me would be poisoning my food. So he's aware that like, oh, if you can't fully trust this man, then I should alleviate that concern that I have not done that. Generally, he's like, yes, he's
We'll
saying
just eat out of the one bowl.
he's very much just been like, yes, like I understand where you're coming from. I'm here to alleviate that concern in a very like in a good manner, not in a shifty manner.
Not in a please eat the soup. This is my plan.
Like soup though, you haven't tried the soup.
Yeah, just
Lamb.
she'll like
That's a good
wash
stew,
the
Dahlia.
soup and soup.
The bread.
Sort of turns
The man
to
knows my weakness.
Haito and he's like, I assume by your comment that that's one of the security problems that you found.
Yes, in fact, and I just reach into a bag and I pull out from my core pouch. I just place a dwarven core on the table, just between us all. Like, in fact, you could say that we found. Yep, it's like there were. We found that the hole he's claiming is patched is not in any way, shape, or form actually secured, and there was a secret door on the other side that led to a chamber on the other side with Durgar waiting. Waiting for him or for someone. This is all that's left of those that were waiting.
Also rust monsters.
Sort
Yeah,
of,
that's not like, yeah, and then else.
he picks it up and has a look at it. It's like, not much of an adventurer myself, and we don't typically. There's very few creatures that we encounter down in the mines that produce these cores, so I assume that you're claiming that the demon army, or at least the soldiers of it at least.
Just nods.
Does that raise concerns?
I mean, that is raised for concern, but when the event happened, all three of our mines were hit, so let's say, but so we each walked into our thing. We got some general contractors up and we fixed everything. We all tested each other's mines as well to make sure. So
You wouldn't happen to know if anyone within the circles you know and at the time would have trusted any illusion magic, would you?
illusion magic. We have an arcanist. We typically use him for mainly just sending when our stones are run out, and other menial magical tasks. Not a huge arcane town. I'm sorry to say. So
That's alright. It's mainly bringing that up because it was hidden, that entrance. While it looked like it was fine, it wasn't because of illusion.
Out of character,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say I feel like at this point Mayu might want to admit the fact that we have dealt with a demon general before, and like the fact that it's sort of happening at the same time as the thing. But I don't want to throw that in if other people are not okay with that.
No, go for it. Honestly, I was about to make the same suggestion.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
like-
with it.
Just like, I think it's about time that we admit. Before we came here, we were at. What's it again? What's the other place? What's the name of that other city that we were at with our
Honest?
home? Oh, Marcanus. that's right.
In Koryu.
No.
No, in
No,
Avira.
Avira.
Marcanus.
Avira. Yeah, the city was
That's
called
it.
Marcanus. The
Yeah,
nation
Marcanus,
of
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Advira, right. Yeah, it's like we were spent a bit of time in Marcanus, and they had, I don't know if you heard, but they had an attack from a demon general. We were the ones who dealt with it.
Well, the news did come around. We had, we're quite close to Avira. We have a lot of contact with them, but it went dead a couple months back. But if what you say is true, then an invasion force like that, probably the reason why. And you think, well, no, I can see where you're
I
coming
think
from.
that this is happening all at the same time.
Well, that's understandable.
Attacks
So
all
we
over
have-
the place.
So he's sort of holding the crystal. It's like, this is here, and well, there is some notice, and people like Junrock. And sort of puts down, it's like, it's a reasonable assumption. Well, I can't 100% say that it is happening. I'm not someone who's privy to that type of information, but if you're concerned enough to bring it up, then it's most likely happening.
I like Haito as well, because
Okay.
he's the one who's got the items.
Yeah, Haito at this point knows. He pulls out the bag and is like, while delving into the area beyond the sealed cave, we came across a hidden passage. In fact, multiple hidden passages that contained a few different things. First and foremost, as he pulls out the little bag containing the Warlord, like the cord and the scrap of cloth and whatnot, in a chest that was rather deep behind many creatures, we found this, which is what immediately made us suspect that one of the Warlords was potentially compromised. And well, given whose mine it was, you can guess whose suspicion came first.
That makes sense. As he sort of looks at the frayed rope. Sadly, I don't think this will be helpful in terms of determining who. As he points, is like, we all have this
No.
regalia, as he sort of shows off, it's like silver. It's
Mhm.
like one of the earliest things we found in the mountains was silver. We hold in high regard here. This is a personal pocket. As he it's a magic item. As he like dips his hand into his pocket and pulls out like a sword that he's got.
Oh.
Sew it onto your equipment, you'll be able to store relatively few things in there. As he puts the sword back. We each have a couple of those as well. We've had to have some training with and of ourselves, and it's a good way to hide our weapons.
So theoretically, this pocket is the pocket still intact?
Yeah, it literally is just like
Or is it broken?
it's not like a ripped thing. It looks like a clean scrap of cloth. Like you could sew it back on.
Why would they
If it
leave it there?
Can I make a quick history check? I'm happy to make this a complete disadvantage, but I want to try to recall memory of the conversation we had when we first met with them. If from looking at the cord specifically, trying to remind myself if one of them didn't have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I
That's fine. I just said that's clever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that.
however, I'm gonna say disadvantage.
Yeah, go ahead.
Knowing Kaide,
That makes
knowing the
sense.
particular
'Cause
thing,
you
knowing the
were-
particular things and how she wasn't in the conversation that much.
I will point out.
It
It was a very specific thing.
Can you?
Rebecca?
Sorry, what do you want to point out?
I'll point out to Hydra that when you look through everyone's thing, as Monty's saying here, they all have like these bands of like silver rope sort of sewn in like patterns on their body. Like they're all on like these clothes that they wear today. None of them look damaged in any way. And the same is said for Kaede. You notice that they're all wearing very like similar outfits, and the fact that like they're all formal, they all have this little bit of regalia to be like, we're important. It stands to reason they probably have several suits that are made like that. And it's only
one of them's just got a fake one.
Yeah, it's obviously it's very much like on the top and the jacket, this outerwear. That's got this.
Yep.
It's not on like pants or anything.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Theoretically, if this works
unsell
like
it if
other...
it has an item in it.
He looks at you and is like, magic is only stable if it's connected to a piece of cloth. When it was ripped, it probably expelled everything.
I do.
I was going to say, theoretically, if it functions like other dimensional pocket type items, then yes, I mean, that helps. If it's damaged, it would have expelled what's in it. Or alternatively, if it was still whole, you could turn it inside out.
I would
But
perform that,
again,
but there are important things, weapons, healing potions. I wouldn't want to break any of that.
nods. And like stops. If they know that's a possibility, a lot of these items, from what I know of them, which albeit isn't everything, you can only really withdraw items that you're aware of. So if you don't know what's in it, then you can't pull it out. In which case, someone who is especially paranoid might prepare a surprise for someone who may turn it inside out.
It would be a way to trick people, yes. That's a dangerous weapon. It's a good thing to consider.
Yes.
If you threw a bunch of caltrops in there, that'd be funny.
Haha.
A whole lot of caltrops, or even just magma, it's pure lava.
Who would do that though?
Who would do that?
That'd be
I know
insane.
someone.
While the cord itself wouldn't be enough to fully uncover who it is, nor the pocket, we have methods for dealing with illusions ourselves, and we also have potentially methods for dealing with shape changes, if they are one. The situation is getting close enough to perform either action.
Sort of sits there.
It's not like we can just walk into the All-Lord's Tower and be like, hey, we demand a meeting with Junrock, after we just broke into his mine and then broke out of his mine.
Well, you're correct on that matter. I assume you would like for me to sort of organize a situation where we can do these tests of yours. I won't ask exactly what they are. Probably better if I'm left in the dark to keep up appearances.
It's nuts.
We generally all meet at the start of the day and then at the end of the day to go over plans and catalogs, stuff like that. People we're doing bulk orders for. I could find a way for you all to get in there if you needed me to. So there would be their guards to deal with. I'm not entirely sure.
If it's an illusion, then If the guards are not also in on the situation, I do not believe there will be an issue once it has been dealt with. If it's not an illusion, well, let's say we'll deal with. We won't worry you with the details.
Gives a nod. So
We're not incapable of handling ourselves, but we don't just want to kick in the door of the center of government for this city and start making demands with no proof to back it up. In the end, at least in my opinion, the best bet is for the least amount of chaos to be spread.
I don't want to hurt anyone who's just doing their job.
Nods. Yeah.
Just nod. I assume you want to test both of them, or would this be a scenario where I would hide you in my building, and then when Saxa is left, we can confront Jinrock himself, or do you think there's more than one
Unfortunately-
person involved?
Unfortunately, it is unable to determine how many people are involved at this time. We don't have enough proof to know Saxa. If we get close enough, I look at Mayu. Depending on what, if Junrock is not who they appear to be, we have ways of at least detecting that within a limited scope. In which case, we could potentially let you know via subtle means, and then, if the opportunity arises, get Saxa out of there and then engage Junrock to reveal what he is. But that is only limited. With some security, there is a decent chance that Saxa may unfortunately be entangled in the middle of it all. You yourself as well, if it comes down to the worst case scenario.
Gives a nod. So I assume that you're well beyond the trying to recruit everyone part of this plan. I would say I'd try and help, but sadly with the evidence you provided, there being, obviously it does lead something to happen in the Trialist minds, but this doesn't necessarily confirm if Jinrock is not who he says it is, as he points at the two pieces of information you've got.
No.
I assume you're probably going to more throw caution to the wind.
Out of curiosity, just for something that might be able to help us, how much information of each mind flows between the three of you? Is it kept to yourselves, or is it shared pretty regularly?
Most information is shared regularly. During these meetings, we go through our reports, make sure everything is going well. Hasn't seemed to be a change in anyone's report so far. Everything seems to be operating at the same quality and quantity that we want it to. Orders are being fulfilled.
Just meaning as a theoretically,
The
in
same
case we
boy?
may potentially be able to just look into people's documents in case stuff is omitted somewhere.
Or alternatively as well, if you could let us know where Junrock stays in the evening, we could attempt to gain some information ourselves beforehand.
Did you say the same quality in the reports?
Yeah. Same purity levels across everyone.
I see.
Is what the reports have said from each of us.
the miners themselves disagree.
Yeah.
Could be trying to hide it to make sure nothing airy or nothing bad is happening. Sorry. You'll just be lying. You don't have. We don't generally check on other people's paperwork. A certain amount of trust is supposed to be had between the three of us.
And I don't know if try to relate this to wasn't Saxa just in a meeting talking about like the metal possibly not her metal not possibly not being good as well, or needing to check that it is good.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, AJ. Yeah, she was just discussing a large order that was coming in that she was hoping to make sure is filled with the correct quality of goods, quantity.
Yeah, it was very much a I'm sending you all to check on these things sort of arrangements, like make sure that our mining facilities, or our ore facilities are operating and we've got this order ready to go sort of deal. They haven't really...
Okay. I thought it was a we've got a report about bad quality, check in on it. Because we need it to be good for this order. Much mistake.
Another thing I'd like to double check with people as well is, should we mention to him the god that we found that was trapped? Would that be something that people reckon that he might know about, or it might be information that would be useful to give to him? Because I forget if people... Yeah, I forget if...
we know about it, we don't necessarily have proof of it.
Yeah, honestly, Tez, your exact thing I was thinking is, like, do we want to jump in and let this guy know, hey, there's a god, there's a shrine to a celestial that is sealed in these tunnels. Personally, I think that we should do all cards on the table at this point.
Yeah.
What does everyone
All cards?
Yeah, we're already giving them a lot of cards.
All but one card. I feel like.
What card are we keeping?
Withholding where the heroes.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like that's
the only card
at this point.
Yeah.
Heavily implied, but not explicitly said.
Yeah, we basically said all about that, so it's not like the worst to still keep as like a, oh, that's what you just think we are. Like, we don't have to like sort of confirm that. But I think it might be worth, like, you're talking about revealing what was in the mine.
Yeah, I think Tess is mentioning, I don't agree, the whole, was you mean like the shrine and all the sigils that were keeping it shut and all that? Is that what you mean, Tess?
Yep. Everything. I meant all of that. It's fine. You guys sort
just
that
like
out.
everything that was found in there. Because we also haven't mentioned that the stone that was part of those belongings that seemed to have a direct connection to the demon lord. Because if we don't, like, if it's just our word, because it was like destroyed.
Yeah, that's why I haven't mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly, yeah, we should tell him about the shrine. Like, these are important places for essentially the patron celestial of the city.
Yeah, if nothing else, we at least have proof that there is a shrine there that is behind a illusion wall.
Send it your way. I was like, unless anyone doesn't want me to.
I'd rather someone else do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna go because you said.
Not good. I'm making sure everyone wants to jump in first, but no. I'll have to just be like, there's one last thing that we found that is of, I think, significant interest, and that was deep inside Junok's mine. We found a shrine. Do you guys know what the name of the god was? Because my notes to the section. Missing.
Chikiru, the Earthen Dragon.
The Earthen Dragon. Yeah, Western Earth Dragon. What's on strength?
Chikiri.
Yeah. So we found a shrine to Chikiryu. Deep within, past the barrier, past an illusory wall, past many threats. At the very end, we found a shrine to Chikiryu. But it was sealed and covered in talismans and totems in order to keep it sealed.
Sort of stands up, not very abruptly. It's like, that's interesting. I knew this. I mean, we knew that this land was blessed by Chikiryu, but other than that, that's where the legend stopped, at least from the past generations of warlords. If you found something much like a shrine down there, you said it was hidden.
Past the
Yes.
illusionary wall.
It was hidden, and it had been sealed by like talismans, multiple. No longer, I will say.
And they read
Seals are
they read
broken.
Goblin.
Goblinoid, yes.
Yes. One of the few on it was Goblin.
Very interesting. It's quite the find. There's something like that down in our minds, and it makes sense why our aura's so prosperous.
Why
Can I
would
make an
someone try
insight
to
check?
contain it and control it?
I would not know. I wasn't aware that we had something like that down there. To be entirely honest.
I wonder if that's why the ore purity was being mentioned. About
Dipping.
if that is
Can I make a insight check? The things I want to look for is I want to look from the way where he stood up and sort of had that sort of thing of shock. I wanted to try to see if it's like shock as in like they are finding a lot out, or just like I genuinely did not know this, what the fuck, like kind of exasperation.
Go ahead.
Just for like extra.
He's definitely.
I'll send it, because of
He's definitely pulling up the airs of like. Frankly, I didn't know that was the thing that was there. It's sort of a combination of
Okay.
both. He's been told a lot of things that are interesting. Like you've mentioned that, like, the area that we blocked off was not actually blocked off. There's also additionally hidden illusion magic in that area, and there was a whole bunch of stuff down there, plus also a shrine. He's just like, that's
That's a lot.
That's a lot, and it's a lot, and it's also like that's interesting. Like that, he's excited at the fact that there is something like that down there.
excited. Okay, that's confirming in a way. No, she doesn't like add on to it. She's like kind of just like spends the time reading. I will imagine like reading the situation of the room. I will imagine as well, like she has been like picking a bit of the food slowly, but like, you know, enough. She's always on the air of caution. It's like she's eating it. Like she knows her constitution's not the greatest in this form, so it's just kind of like having a bit, waiting and seeing, having a bit, waiting and seeing, just in case a thing does act. But yeah, she does partake, if slowly.
I finished the bowl.
Yeah, I started out cautious, but got more and more comfortable as time went on.
So he like starts pacing, thinking, and then like eventually like he
As
pushes his
So, when he's pacing and thinking, that's when Haito takes opportunity to use the talisman of Detect Thoughts to skim through his surface thoughts and see what he is thinking.
Sorry, I'm just gonna think. He's thinking it's like it's very interesting that they found that. What is the next steps? Like at which point, like he pushes his arms out, like he's done, like he's like giving himself a reprieve, as he sits back down at the table and is just like, then yes. What additional things do we need to do then? So the initial one proposal was to sneak you all into the tower and then confront them both at the same time. The other was to get you to his house, give a further investigation.
Unless you can know of a way to determine, with all honesty, like, the same could be done for. Honestly, the same could be done for Saksa. You know, we could attempt to check her at night at her home, see if there's anything to tell us. But personally, I would rather not involve people if they are unwilling to make a decision. If you believe she will listen to you and trust you, I don't want to say that having you tell her what we've told you, if you believe it's safe, or if you could use yourself as a way to get us to have a conversation where she will listen to us without John Rock present, we could determine whether or not she is part of it or not, and it would at least then mean we're only dealing with one individual rather than two. Yeah, I don't want to believe that she is part of everything going on. I hope it's just the one. In fact, I hope it's none. But this would mean we're dealing with one person and potentially gaining another ally before dealing with the most suspicious individual.
Although we did accidentally implicate you.
Wasn't an accident.
Well, okay, we then intentionally implicated you, not realizing that you weren't actually guilty.
If I know her, she probably scoffed it off and let the matter go.
That's what it
very
sounded like.
Evidence-based. If we wanted to convince her, we'd need to properly show her evidence, and
Can we bring her to the mine?
if that's what you want, I can try and set something up like that.
If you wanted, we could show you all. There are some dangers getting to the actual shrine, but we know the way. There is.
And if the... I was going to say,
It would
if
be
the
very difficult
issue-
for them to stop us.
Did we want to mention the path that seems into the Underdark as well?
If you want to say it explicitly, I
that-
never said it, but I assumed it was. I had
That's
an assumption that he knows it since there's
implied,
Duragar there.
'cause-
They would already know
Yeah, because
that.
that's where they thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where the stuff is coming from. But they're like, "Don't worry, we blocked that."
If you want to convince more people to go and to at least eliminate as many people as we can, we could. That would be beneficial if we all went into the mines. If you want to play this a little more sneakily and one at a time, the investigating them privately would probably be better. Or if you want to try to outright confrontation, it's probably the most dangerous option. They might not, with whatever evidence you find, they still might fight back, and there would be a lot more people present.
I don't like that idea.
Yeah, no, and they'll fight back whether they're guilty or not, just because we're accusing them.
Well, how's this? I say to basically to you all more than him. I'm like, how's this for a suggestion then? If if Monty, if you can get us at least in to speak to Saxa directly, so that she will listen to us. If you can get us that far, to the point where we can at least have a conversation with her that won't be dismissed, then at least we can go through a few of our measures, as well as discussing with her and providing her all the evidence. And if she is amenable, we could attempt to show her
the shrine as well. Give her whatever evidence she needs to try and dissuade or see whether or not she is on our side. If it turns out that she is not a part of it all, and we can trust her, if we can't trust her, we can deal with her then and there without any interference. If we can trust her, then when time comes for us to confront Junrock and see if he is in fact threatening, she can be in the know, in which case when things start to go down, it allows you and her to both get out of the situation before matters become aggressive, if they do that at all.
Well, not sure how. While she does respect the people she knows, she's, as I said, very stubborn, hard-headed, and she'll probably prefer evidence. I can try and convince them both to go into the mine with all three of us following your order. That would be a bit tricky. If you took me down there beforehand, you found some more further evidence, a first-hand report would probably be a lot easier to convince.
Happy to provide service in that regard.
Yes?
Mhm.
Obviously, this will be noticed by Junrock immediately, as I doubt his guards will not report to him that you entering his mind.
I would probably answer to him. He's been, as I said, a little wide-eyed, crazy. With me there, I might be able to convince them to lay off alerting people. If I talk to his foreman first, and we can make sure that information gets out when we want it to. Not many of his... my men have noticed that his men are not entirely happy with what's going on.
It seems like a perfectly workable deal to me.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of you going in there with the both of them alone, in case they're both in on it and they turn on you.
If we take you, if you can potentially convince the Word to not get back to Junrock right away, we could take you tonight, honestly, and show you. We could take you right now, and show you the shrine to provide in-person evidence, and then, with your own personal account and evidence you've witnessed with your own eyes, you could then provide that as an account to Saxidus to convince her that we are not lying, and then we could get through to her, and that way we're taking her out of potentially getting caught in the crossfire if this does become aggressive. Everyone, like with the others, like, is that a deal that you all think is good?
I think that works
Yes.
fine. As long as you're alright with the situation. Please, if you also need to bring any more guards, just any suspicions you still might have for us, go for it.
You said you all left the mine this morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Last
That's...
last night.
Last night.
yeah.
Well,
That
last
is
night.
partially why I recommend us going sooner rather than later. If Junrock knows of the passage, the longer time we gives him a chance to attempt to sabotage said passage.
I agree. In addition, theoretically, there should be less confrontation, yeah? If you dealt with all the creatures beforehand. There might be less time to
Theoretically,
recruit.
yes. There is, of note, unless this is meant to be some kind of guard, we did notice an elemental merging with the stones in one of the areas, though it was an area that we avoided. I'm not sure if you use elementals as guards, so we didn't really want to disturb it.
It's not something that we would do. If he has an elemental up in his area, that's quite interesting.
Then that's at least
There's
probably
also-
a physical evidence we could show as well.
There's also the crystals. That is a trap that we are we have not disabled. We've always just tried. We've always avoided it. So there is a bit of danger getting there. It's danger you pass between them. They shock you. So going over them is safe, but then you have to look over it. Kylie, some of us have the ability to just casually fly above the problem. There is a safe way around, but it is precarious. If you slip, then you get zapped.
Eventually, dispel magic could do something.
Well, I think better to not alert everyone. Should go now with the men I have here.
Alright.
Unless you all want to finish eating first, obviously I can wait.
I'm ready to go when everyone else is ready.
Yeah.
Edo has not eaten a single bite the whole time because he's been so invested in the conversation that he's like, I am good to go. I will apologize to the cook for not tasting the meal. No offense. Not much of an appetite given everything going on.
He nods. Alright. Let's get going then.
Gets up.
He also gets up.
Quickly, as he's getting up, he flicks his eyes flicks his eyes out to Pickles to see what's going on out there. Just for a brief moment to see, make sure the streets are still the same. There's no group waiting out there. Pickles hasn't notified him about for some reason. Or the Pickles isn't dead.
Yeah, as you search out, this seems to be the same street as you entered. You see that the two guards are playing rock, paper, scissors as this conversation was happening. As you leave, he is like, "Look, we're done now, Dahlia. Feel free to let your clientele know and come in. Pleasure, it was lovely." And, the gnome nods, and the group of you go out as he turns to his two guards, like, we're going to investigate the Mithralis mine. These individuals have found something through their escapades that's brought to my attention. We should help make sure everything is as they say it is, as he points to them. Prepare to see things that are not well known, I assume. Sort of turns to them. It turns to you guys as if yeah, that's right. It's like, we're going to be going with things we don't know about, really.
Yeah, they aren't sure about potential for danger. Not guaranteed, though. Might be. Hopefully, should still be safe. Adjacent.
The thing that we knew of when we were going in and leaving was that one sort of patch of shifting rocks potentially pertaining an elemental.
Yeah, that's that and the crystals is the only dangers we know are still there.
Ida mentally commands Pickles to fly off towards the mine, just to be to have a gander at the level of security that has been set up. After our break-in and break-out, what level of security they put in place, just to give him a heads up as we're on the way, so I can use Pickles to see what's there and then warn the Warlord, ahead of time, so he knows what he's walking into.
During the day, there doesn't seem to be a lot of guards. Maybe the same amount. You'd think there'd be more, but there's only about 4 people there that are not staff. But there's with the amount of people going in and out of the mine pushing carts, as well as the I was gonna say minekeeper, but yeah, the foreman. Sorry, drinking.
A minekeeper.
Dying.
How dare you?
Coughing to die.
Minekeeper.
Actually coughing to die.
Don't die. Don't die.
Just
Don't
die
die.
quiet. God damn it.
Not good
With-
for your health.
Don't.
With the men in front of the mine being mainly people that would move the ores to their facilities and stuff like that, there seems to be a lot of people there that that would be enough. So there's only a small amount of guards present. You assume that the guards are mainly for when there's no people in the mine, which you say. He understands That makes sense. That's a lot more normal security detail. We have a lot of people working both in and out of the mine. Not really a need for protective services during the day. With minotaurs, Goliaths, and dwarves, any normal miner is a subsidiary threat. I know how to use those things.
Yeah, just nods like that makes sense.
It takes you about 10-15 minutes to get to the Metralis mines, at which point Monty steps forward to the foreman and explains what's going on. Those who pay attention, he's just like, some news came to me, and a look into the mine was made apparent that might be necessary. As such, they come to me instead of your benefactor. If you would allow us to go in, and maybe, I know things haven't been rough here, Kaibel says that, has said some things to me about your operation at the moment, and the foreman nods. Like, if you delay on telling him of my visit, that would be much to our benefit, hopefully to yours as well. And the dwarf's like, he's a bit of a neurotic twat lately. I'll keep it on the down low, Lord. I'll let people know in the mind that you're there for a reason. And it's like, thank you. And he gives a thumbs up, very like Aang giving a thumbs up to the rest of the Avatar team. Like the big smile, double thumb up.
Aww.
This guy's great.
How does the dude just feel with us being here as well?
The foreman looks over. He's a little annoyed at the lot of you, but then when
I give him a wave.
when Monty is just like, there's things going on in here, and like these people have told me, he sort of like his annoyance turns into like, okay, well, fucking finally, someone else is here to like say these things. Like someone important knows what's going on. Maybe these guys are to be trusted. He's still not 100% on you, but he's very much like, okay,
Yeah.
he went from annoyance to like, okay, let's see where they
Not
go with this.
respectable,
Like,
but
I wish you
I'm
guys
sorry.
had just
Tolerance.
gone and got.
Yeah.
It's like I wish you guys had just gone and gotten him in the first place. Sort of like, for fuck's sake.
Well,
As yeah.
I mean, yeah. How are we to know?
Funny though.
Let me.
It's pretty funny.
God, finally an adult.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go much longer, but unless there's like combat and stuff, like you guys feel free to keep going without me. I am not feeling my best. I feel like I need a big sleep.
good.
If you want to, yeah, we can.
Yawn.
I think it's a good point to do so.
Actually, yeah, just before we go
I
in,
apologize, guys. I'm feeling a little under the weather.
You're
okay.
fine.
It's all good. Alright, yeah, we'll call it there.
Big shit.
There's a lot of information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big
A lot of
conversation
talking.
session.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time. Sorry I didn't respond to any of your message, Smith Catalina. Especially in D&D streams, do not focus on chat. You can join me on my
Apologies.
streams. Usually at 8 PM, Tuesdays and Saturdays. Tuesdays, Morbringa Souls. I'm fighting Manus. That's as going as well as anyone who's fought Manus is known to. The answer is not well. Piece of shit. Wednesday might not be a stream. I said yes to something, but no information has come from me saying yes to something. So, if there is a stream, I'll let you know. If there's not a stream, there's not. It involves cricket and inside. It's indoor cricket. What?
It's coming. No, it's not coming.
Very specific.
Thursday is the solo link between me and Kay. We're on our penultimate run with the name, the Office Squad. Hopefully it takes us. We did.
Daryl from the office.
Daryl from the office. We had the worst split.
We don't have a Daryl. But
I think we've had the worst split we've ever had yesterday. On Thursday.
yeah, I want to say it's probably, if not the worst, but on both of our problems. Like, it's not even like one-sided.
Yeah,
It has been pretty bad.
It was just. It's not even like a quick. Oh, we have to restart a run 3 minutes in. That's like a quick split. Like, who gives a shit? This is a solid split of just genuine things fucking us
Dragging
over.
our feet.
We're just like, are we going to win this or not win it? There was a point where Kay was like, I think we're done, and I'm like, it looks like we're done, and then it wasn't done. It's like, oh my fucking god.
Every time I look at our box, I'm like, should we just like go back or?
We're trying. I'll do my darn best.
We never quit until it's over because we're that stubborn.
Like, even when we come back to remaking this, like, a couple months later, we're probably not going to change the rules. We're
not changing it.
We're probably going to still give them the better fucking movesets that are hindering our entire existence.
You know what? Fuck you. I might double down.
You know what? Every gym leader has 6 guys to fight now. Yeah. That's that. Friday is going to be more Yakuza 5. We're starting off with a new character. I don't know anything about them, so I can't even name them. But I know he's a baseball guy. That's all I know about. So that'll be fun. And then next Saturday is you can join everyone here except Rebecca until one day, maybe Rebecca. Who knows?
I think we should.
Session 95.
Yeah, Rebecca, join on the
93.
95th session.
93 of Echoes of the Forgotten. It's a campaign to me and Darian GM together. The party is in the middle of a fun thing where they have to get to the Feywild through things that are boring them. It's fun. It wasn't our idea.
We definitely ran with it.
We did run with it though. That's our B. Running with it was our B. Making it up was not. In 2 weeks' time, this is the 45th chapter of Guardians Rebirth. Until then, talk to you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.